So, Tony, the entire country was just absolutely in love with the Toronto Blue Jays, and rightfully so. I mean, there was so many things that happened that prevented this team from winning the World Series in Game 7. You think about all those fluke instances with Barger's double getting stuck in the wall, the incredible catch by Paez, and
The closer who
everything
can't
else.
close.
The closer who can't close, you give up a home, and people are still reeling from it. However, they are the talk of the town, of course, with the season just starting. But they haven't been doing too well the start of this season, and they're in fact playing the Diamondbacks right now. It's 3-2 Arizona in the sixth, and there's a lot of injuries in Toronto, and it's amazing how everybody is just so fixated on this team and getting nervous. They're 4 games under 500, but we're not even 15% of the season has been completed yet. But do they have what it takes to make it out of the basement in the East and go all the way to the penthouse? Tony, the Blue Jays will never be in first place this season in the AL East. Straight facts, bro. Relax.
Whew. It is way too early to go straight facts, so I have to say, bro, relax. Not to mention that the East doesn't seem to be very good. I mean, they're only sitting 3.5 back of Tampa Bay for top spot, believe it or not. Mind you, they just lost Dalton Varsho, let me add. So he just left the game as well. So that doesn't look good. But I'm going to say, bro, relax. I'm not totally confident about saying, bro, relax, but it's way too early to act like that. And you see what they're capable of. They took off midway through last season, or just after the All-Star break, really. I think.
Yeah, it was towards June, beginning of June. Yeah, just before All-Star break.
They didn't take off till then. So if they can get a bunch of guys healthy and back in. And like I said, with the division being as doesn't seem to be as good as it was expected to be, I'll say, bro, relax.
And with injuries like Barrios, I mean, Shane Bieber's on the 60-day DL. Alejandro Kirk, your spirit animal, is that what you call him, Tony?
Yes.
Your spirit
yes.
dog, a spirit animal.
Huge loss.
Huge loss, figuratively and literally.
Yes.
But
absolutely.
But yeah, there is a lot of season left. So Neil, to close things off, we were just talking about the Charlotte Hornets, and personally, I thought the moment that he was drafted, looking at a guy like LaMelo Ball, he's not going to stay in Charlotte. Why would he? I mean, he's all about Tinseltown. I mean, his dad was, LeVar was already calling that Lonzo was going to be on the LA Lakers way before he got drafted there. And I always thought that LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets were never going to last. And who knows if LaMelo will continue immerse himself with the city. How wrapped is he with the city and the culture of Charlotte? But I think that he will benefit being a member of the Charlotte Hornets. Taking a look at his stats here, he's averaging 20 a game. The year before, he had in a short he was out, he was injured, but he had 25 points in just under 50 games last year. Could LaMelo Ball, excuse me, stick around and be a key contributor for the Charlotte Hornets? Neil, LaMelo Ball will re-sign with the Charlotte Hornets when his contract is up in, I believe it's the 28-29 season. Straight facts, bro. Relax.
At this point, because he has that many years left, he still has 3 years left after this year. I'm going to have to say bro relax on that because I agree with you at this point with who I think LaMelo likely is as a player and person. He will jump to a more flashy destination. Now, my hope though is that he becomes a more intellectual player, cares about the game more than he does, becomes a leader, becomes a superstar, and values winning over, what values substance over style as far as it comes to basketball accomplishment. And if he does those things, I think the Charlotte has a very bright future, as I said before. I really liked how LaMelo played this year. I think it was the best season of his career. Now, I didn't watch a whole lot of him, but what I did, I noticed he seemed more in command, and the guys that they put around him, they all worked really well together. They got a lot of room to even get better than this, particularly with Kneppel, who's already an excellent player, despite him having a couple bad games here in the play-in. Um, he's got such a bright future. He's got future star written all over him too, as does Brandon Miller. So they're working with something really good there. And if they continue to mesh, if they continue to gel, and he continues to be the driver of that in the ways that he can be, I don't see a reason why anyone wouldn't want to stick around if the team is in contention by the time he goes. But a lot of it, I think, will depend on him as a person, player. If he continues to be a knucklehead, if he continues to just little things like, if you're doing a post-game interview, don't drop F-bombs. Doesn't matter that you're on Amazon Prime. Don't say, oh, I thought I was fucking up the game, and so I just wanted to this and that. Look, there comes a certain maturity to being a champion, to being a contender. I think you got to have that. It's very rare that you see an immature knucklehead even be the leader of a team ever in contention. Who can you think of that was like that? You can say what you want about guys like Rasheed Wallace and things like that, but they turned out to be excellent pros, and I think that they were more just overly vicious type guys. But LaMelo, he's of a different breed. He's a little bit of an overly zesty type of guy, not too where he should
Not
be.
too versed. Yeah, not too versed. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think he's a little bit more about some off the court lifestyle stuff. But
He's zesty.
He's zesty as hell.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he went way too hard with the tattoos. I'm sorry.
Just a lot of little things,
God.
and but I do think that the inside LaMelo Ball is trapped a player that can be a winner and can be a great player. He has the potential to be an all-time great. That's his ceiling, but he also has the floor of potentially being, one of those guys that's like a what if for his career. He's got such a wide ceiling, and that's why the answer to your question, Randy, has such a wide potential outcome.
Yeah, I'd love to see.
This season was a step in the right direction, despite some of the misgivings that he had as well.
Sure, and Charlotte, they are going to get it going against the Pistons. So
no, they won't. Orlando just dominated the hell out of them, and Orlando will be playing the Pistons.
Oh, that's right. Man, I got to update my playoff sheets. Anyway, but yeah, it was a step in the right direction for Charlotte. That I could try and dig myself out of that hole. But hey, before we sign off, Tony has started a new podcast himself, and I took took to listen to a couple of episodes. Tony, I'd love to give you a chance to have you talk about your podcast and what it's all about. Tony, you're muted.
Sorry, it's called That's a Show, and it was an inspiration from Seinfeld. Both Steve and I, my co-host, were big Seinfeld fans, and we decided that we just wanted to do something about nothing, which is what Seinfeld was about. And we just said, hey, how about we just call it That's a Show? And that's what we do. We also cover some stuff from back home in Cyprus as well. We've interviewed a couple of wrestlers from Cyprus, which has been interesting. This Sunday, we're interviewing this lady who's got this amazing Instagram account trying to translate the Greek dialect into the Cypriot dialect. And I know it wouldn't interest you guys, but it's going to be interesting to a lot of our people because we speak the Greek language so different from the natural Greek people who live in Greece. So we found her on Instagram and she agreed to come on and talk with us. But it's just fun. We just babble about stuff, what it was like growing up. He's a guy who doesn't let go of the past, so he's fun to listen to, kind of like old man yelling at the moon type of thing. And I'm just trying to get him reined in sometimes, say, well, we're not there, we've got to think about but no, it's just a fun show. It's a show about nothing. And we just started it maybe about a month and a half ago, so it's just about putting out content.
Yeah, and really, I think it's something that we could relate to. Was listening to your recent episode there, and you're talking about how the body changes from when we were, in our 20s and our clubbing.
Yeah. Go on. Oh, sorry, I
think he froze there.
Huh? Oh, did you freeze, Randy?
Well, yeah, it looked like there was a hiccup in my laptop there. But what I was saying was that there was some relatable topics that you guys were talking about. What it's like to be in our 40s and 50s now, and there's some things about politics that you guys are talking about, and I don't agree with them, but I mean, I was really intrigued to listen to them. So no, I think you really got something cooking here. I mean, I'm not just saying it. I think that there is a great potential. So where could they find your podcast?
It's on Spotify, as far as I know. It's on YouTube as well. It's called That's a Show. I think Tony Touch and Steve the Eating Machine are the names that you're looking for. That's what he chooses to call himself, and he is an eating machine. He's a rather large individual, and when I say large, I don't mean fat. I mean he's a
muscular
very built
dude
guy. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Well,
Good.
Yeah, he's a very built dude. So he calls himself Steve the Eating Machine, and I think we have about maybe 4 or 5 episodes. Nothing longer than half an hour, I don't think. We try and do quick takes, quick talks, in and out type of thing. And yeah. And what politics did we talk about that you didn't agree with, by the way?
Well, you were talking about how, I don't know, Carney is licking on the ass, blah blah blah. I don't know. I don't remember.
On China. Yeah. Well, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything that's not true. It's just facts.
I just subscribed, and I see the latest episode is called "From Getting Old and Fat to Secret Wars." So I might have to tune into that one because I already relate. I already relate to that one after just reading the title. God damn it!
Yeah, absolutely.
I think either the next one or the one before. I think the one before that, it's like a quick one on the flight to the moon, and it was mostly Steve because he had more interest in this than I did. But it's just funny how it went from the other side of the moon to like Whoopi Goldberg or something like that. I think that's what the title's called. So
okay, cool.
We're just having fun. And that one was a quick one. I think it was like a 15-20 minute top episode where we talk about the Artemis 2 landing.
So 15-20 minutes, complete opposite of how we throw down here at Voice of the Fans Canada, huh?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, no, 2 hours. We're going on 2 hours, 10 minutes, guys. And I can't do it without you. No, of course. I really wish you the best of luck, and have a blast. I really hope it's not going to take you away from us because we need you, dude.
I'm always available.